Well. It is officially December 1st, which means it is the very first day of heavy season. Now for back, not too much is going to change. I'm going to say anything that I'm doing with two arms, I'm going to try to go a lot heavier. But most single arm stuff, whatever it may be, is probably going to stay kind of the same. But legs and push are definitely going to look a lot different. Really excited to see what I can, like, for example, bench press for 3 sets of 5, squat and hack squat and shit like that. I'm really excited for all that stuff. I have no big plan for today. I do want to try variation of single arm rows with like a chest support if the gym's not too crazy busy. It is a Friday. Normally Fridays aren't too bad, but also like 5 o'clock, but honestly 5's not that bad of a time. It normally gets bad when it's like 6:30, 7 o'clock. That's when it gets really busy. But regardless, fuck, this is pretty smacking me. It's not even in me yet. Whew. Regardless, they're going to try to have a good session here. I don't know if there's anything else specific I really want to do, but obviously some heavy pull downs, super heavy rows, stuff like that. I think eventually I want to get like a weighted pull up belt and do some of those. I think that would be fun. But yeah, I was kind of lazy this morning. I got up at like 12:30, didn't actually like eat anything till like 2. Definitely my fault. Weighing in at 181.2 this morning. Pretty decent, I'll take it. Been slacking a little bit for actually like tracking my weight, but I'm trying to get back onto it. Hopefully, like when I'm recording this right now, day 12 is coming out, and this is what, day 15 or something like that. It's a little behind on stuff, but you know what, it's okay. New to this, shit happens. Life goes on. All I know is that when life goes on, that means every day I get to wake up and destroy a muscle group. Well, almost every day. But next year, it will actually be every day when the split changes up. I know I've talked about it a bunch. I'm not going to really talk about it anymore. I'm just excited for it. Whew, am I excited for it? I don't know. I might try some both arm pullovers. I've tried them before. I kind of like the single ones more. I think if I'm going to do single arm pullovers again, I'll try it like maybe with a bench or something, and so my lat can really stretch, because I was editing and I just noticed, I'm like, like when I bent down more, I could just tell like in the video I was getting more of a stretch, so I'm going to try to aim for that more. Oh man, also I gotta just say, kind of completely unrelated to the gym or anything, but man, it's like 5:11 and it's so dark out. So dark out. Why does the daylight savings even exist? I think it's kind of stupid if you ask me. In fact, a lot of people, like after the time change happens, there's higher risk of car accidents and heart attacks and all that shit. It really messes with a lot of people. In fact, one of my friend's mom I know, it's like by the time the time has changed back again to normal or whatever, forward or backwards, then she finally just got used to it, and then it changes again, which is honestly horrible. Oh, boys. Life is hard, man. It can be really hard sometimes, but just gotta remember. Something I like to remind myself is at night, specifically, or in the morning, I think to myself, I'm like, you gotta remember to do what truly makes me feel good and happy. For example, if you're lying in bed, you're on YouTube, and you're watching shit, and you know you should have been in bed like an hour ago, but it quote unquote feels good to, well, just keep watching YouTube. But in reality, if you just went to bed on time and you woke up the next day, then you really feel good, you know? Even today, like, yeah, I'm getting this video out. I'm recording, I'm still going to the gym, I'm still doing all that shit. It's like, oh, I could have went harder. I think it's honestly a really good idea. Like every night before you go to bed, just kind of sit in the dark and just think to yourself for 5 minutes. Like criticize yourself. Be like, okay, how was my day? What could I have done better? Could I have went harder to the gym? Should I have gotten out of bed earlier? Should I have went to bed even earlier the night before? I like to think of all that stuff and just remind myself, you know? And sometimes, yeah, doing what feels good momentarily is almost kind of like suffering, but you just kind of got to get used to suffering a little bit, you know? Not every single day after work do I want to come home, put on this, I don't want to say an act, and like put on this show essentially to, well, record videos for you guys, and then finish that, get home, find something to talk about more, and then go and edit it all, have my thing fucking crash, and then going to bed at like 1 a.m. when I gotta work at like 9. And yeah, it's a lot of work. Like, mind you, I enjoy it. There's obviously times where I just want to get home, just like, bro, I just want to go to bed, or I just want to chill. I don't have to think of work. But you know what? I do love doing this shit for you guys. I like doing it for myself. I like watching back and looking at myself work out, seeing the stuff I could do better, and all that stuff. I love feedback and everything. Again, I like to mention to anyone that I know in person that this is just like the very beginning of this journey. You know? I might be recording day 15 right now, but I hope a year or two down the line I can look back to a day like today and be like, yeah, those videos were rough, you know? Like, I feel like every video I upload and then I look at the next one like, oh, I talk better, I was louder, you know, whatever it is. Just self-reflect all the time. I feel like so many people never sit down with themselves and have an honest talk of like, man, I was a piece of shit that day, you know, for an example. But let's get all this kind of depressing talk out of the way. Let's get pre'd up. Let's get fucking hyped up. Let's go to the gym, boys. Guys, if you don't check your pre-workout, what are you doing? Oh man, it feels good. Yeah, that's kind of all I want to talk about, really. So let's just get in there, and most likely starting with some heavy pull downs. If not, well, might be some rows. See you guys there. Alright, we're just going to start today off with some really heavy pull downs and see what we want to do after that. I like those. I think I'm gonna do like maybe 2 sets of very heavy low rows and then hopefully the machine row afterwards. If anyone are wondering why I'm actually wearing a pump cover for once, honestly, just kind of felt like it. I felt like coming to the gym looking a little odd in this, you know? I'll probably end up doing this like next set and taking it off because holy shit, man. I don't know how people do it. I get so sweaty. Mind you, I probably don't need to wear a sweater, but I don't know, fuck it. Hit this guy out and take the shit off because I'm hot. Let's go do the row machine now. Alright, let's go another 2 really heavy sets down here, and then either single arm pullovers or single arm rows. We'll see. Pretty good, but honestly, I think the straps made it harder. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna try this next one without straps, and honestly, probably going to have it probably like 210. Maybe a little bit heavy. Okay, I think we'll do single arm rows now, but in a slightly different way. So this is kind of like the single arm rows I was already kind of doing, but this is more going from down to up. Trying to really like almost imagine I'm pulling it into my armpit. And yeah, we'll see how these go. So definitely kind of weird, but I like them. Honestly, if anything, I wish I had more weight on there. I almost feel like when I'm doing the rep, it's a lot of lower lats. By the time I'm like here, I feel like here a lot more. And a little bit of upper back. It's like one of the few motions I can think of with single arm. It's getting a good amount of lat and a good amount of upper back. So let's do one more here. And maybe some pullovers and kind of same setup. We'll see. Those are kind of nice, but as funny as it sounds, it's probably not a good long-term exercise. Just because, at least in this area, that was like my max weight. That's supposed to be heavy season. I could still do 10. It's kind of funny. The cables in the other area go up a little higher, but I just see myself eventually maxing out. But it's fun to try. Not bad. I think we'll do a very similar setup here. Try a set or two of single arm pullovers. I think with like a bench like this, I'll be able to get a lot better of a stretch. So
Hope it goes well. If I'm done after a set, I feel good, we'll stop. Otherwise, we'll still do 2. So I tried some single arm pullovers. Just wasn't quite feeling it, so we'll do 2 ends and probably just 1 heavy set.
Okay.
I lied, we'll do 1 more. 1 more. I think I'll just call it there for adults. Feeling like some heavy hammer girls now.
Okay.
Hold on, hold on. Enough of that. I think we're gonna finish with 2 sets of just supinating bicep curls and call it a day. I know it was a very different pull day, but I've enjoyed it. I could say in my head I think I'm less fatigued, but I still did 12 sets of back, so I don't know. And I went to failure like every set, so I feel like maybe training heavy is like a little bit less taxing in a way. Even though in your head you'd think it'd be a lot more taxing, but regardless, just do 2 more sets and get out of here. Whew. One more like that, fuck. Yeah. Okay, we're done. Alright. Mission complete. I'm tired. I'm pumped. Let's just go check it out now. Alrighty. Another pull day finished. We all know what I want to fucking do. Whew. Boys. Is this a pump? Or is this a pump? Oh, I can tell you I feel pretty pumped. Honestly though, if I have any regrets, I didn't love the one single arm row I did. I feel like it'd be better from like high to low instead of low to high. I don't know, like, one, the stack wasn't really as heavy as I wanted to be. I didn't get that insane like contraction or anything, so I have to find something different. It was alright. I think if I have any regrets today, it's probably just doing more heavy rows. I feel like heavy rows are like perfect if you want to train heavy. Heavy pull downs are good. Like, I enjoyed my set of heavy pull downs, but I just feel like with a pull down, I don't know, just doing a heavy doesn't really feel the same. Probably still do them, probably just not as heavy. But I really like the heavy rows I did. I wish I could have done more of those. Pullovers were alright. I don't know, I feel like pullovers are a movement that's like meant for the squeeze, but by the time you're like here, yeah, you get a good squeeze, but I feel like there's a point where it's so heavy you can't get the start good, but then at that point it's too light that, well, I don't want to do it if I'm going to try to train heavy to build my strength, you know? It was alright. Curls are pretty good. I don't know, maybe I just had a little bit of a tired kind of energy into me today, but oh well, not everything's amazing. Tomorrow, on the other hand, I'm excited for tomorrow because a heavy leg day, oof. I want to try hack squatting like 4 plates. I want to try squatting at least like 275, maybe even touching 3 plates. Oh, ignore that fart. Yeah, but tomorrow I'm really excited for a heavy leg day. Heavy leg day and heavy push day are the better ones. Pull, who knows? Maybe I shouldn't really change much with pull day because the only PR I think I want to go for pulling muscles is like a strict curl PR. Maybe that's something I should be doing. Go to the strict curl and grab like an easy curl bar or something and do those, like inwards and wide for both heads. We'll see, but I think at this point I'll just catch you at home. Probably a pretty quick talk because I have some stuff to do tonight, but yeah, again, whew. Do a couple more poses, dude. Oh, this is such an unreal pose. Oh, those muscles. Alright, I'm not having too much fun. I'll catch you guys later. Alright, let's try to make this kind of quick, but now what I'm about to say is, I don't know exactly why, but I kind of do. Just unlocking my bike to, you know, get home, and I was just kind of standing there for a second. I was like, I don't feel good. Something about the session just wasn't hitting right, and I can't really definitively say there was a reason, but
I just feel like for back, just going really heavy on certain things just isn't the way to train. Like, I don't know, almost like I didn't feel satisfied. Another thing I want to quickly talk about is I think it's good having variability in your training, aka you can come in one day and your normal, your go-to exercises are all taken, and it's good to have something, you know, to also do. But I feel like there's also a merit in don't change your training so often, and I think that's what I've been doing a little bit too bad. I think the best way to do it is still have some structure to my workout, either it being always doing heavy sets first and squeezing sets, or let's say, okay, if I can't do lat pull downs when I start, then I do a certain lat focused row, and if I can't do that, then I have something else, and if I can't do that, I have something else. I think it's good to have a lot of backups, but I feel like recently my training's just been so out of whack that, specifically for back, I would say, not that I'm not seeing gains, well, mind you, it hasn't been that long, so it's hard to tell, but almost like I don't feel it as good. I don't know. Probably means I'm gonna go back to some of my normals, but I don't know, I feel like it's bad to change up so much. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's really good to have some staple exercises into your program, and it's definitely really good to have some things that you don't do every time that feel good, you know? And there's also a merit to like having a goal. Like before, I know exactly what I'd be doing every single time. I'd be like, okay, my goal is just to push really hard in that last set. And that's okay. But I feel like, especially today, I almost lost sense of a goal. Obviously, my goal is to go in there and train hard and push to failure and everything, but something about like achieving a certain number of reps makes me really happy on an exercise that I know like I've done better than before. Now, what is this going to mean for the future? I don't know. It all really depends. It could mean that not that every single workout's going to be the exact same from now on. I don't want that. As I said, there is definitely a good merit to having variability into your routine. But I think I gotta chill a little bit, you know? I feel like so many exercises I've done, like, it's like, what the fuck am I even doing? You know? So, I guess my main point is find some things. So let's say you're training chest and all the benches are taken. Okay. Mess around with dumbbell press or a really heavy cable press. Something like that's pretty good. Basically, the point is, have goals. Have goals for certain exercises, and honestly, track things. I think what I gotta do, which I want to start doing, is on my notes on my phone. Maybe I'll like quickly show you guys. It's like I have before, like a lot of my workouts written down, the weight I do and how many sets and reps I do. Let's see if I can quickly show you guys. For example, like this is push day. It'll show like bench, like incline, like flies and stuff like that. And that's great. But you know what's even better probably? Keeping this. But let's say like I write down here or something, day whatever of push. Like I could start again, like, or leg day for tomorrow. Go leg day 2. Write down everything I did, write down the weight, write down the amount of reps I got on each set. Why this is important is because, well, I can still change up the routine a lot, but then it's like, okay, I'm gonna go to my phone and be like, okay, hack squat. I did 3 plates and I got to 12 for the first set, then I got to 10, then I got to 8, making numbers up, whatever. I have a bunch of different exercises listed here, so it's like if I haven't done something in a while, go back, find it on here, and be like, okay, I do have some kind of goal that I'm gonna try to beat. And if I beat it drastically, well, I know next time I might write a little note, increase weight to whatever it might be. I think that's what I want to start doing from now on, because like not really knowing a weight to do for something I haven't done in a while kind of throws you off. For example, for those one-armed rows, like the whole stack, I was still getting to like 10. And this is heavy season. I want things ideally below 8, you know, 6, 5, those are good reps. Really, really heavy, solid reps. So I think it's a really smart idea to track absolutely everything, you know? And I don't necessarily see myself tracking every single rest time, because lately I've just been kind of going by feel, and it does feel good. It's hard to tell how much longer my gym sessions are, but I think it's important to track everything, so I want to start doing that. Not only do I want to start doing that, which I guess I already talked about this, but yeah, I think I've kind of got my point across. Have variability, but don't change it literally every single workout. It's very okay to have 2 workouts that are exactly identical. There's nothing really wrong with that. But here and there, throw in a different exercise. But again, track it so that when you do it again, you know how much weight to do, how many reps you did last time. So you basically always want to have something written down as a goal. You want to push past that goal every time. Multiple reasons. One, it feels good mentally. You're like, fuck yes, I did it. I got to 13 as my main thing. You know, then you track it down, you're like, yes, you feel good. Like something about doing an exercise and not really counting, and it's like, yeah, you pushed yourself, but it's like, did I do better than the last time? I think that's the main point. Doing better than you did last time just feels good. But I'm gonna kind of wrap it up there. If anyone has made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the video. There should be a video somewhere here and a subscribe button. And yeah, I appreciate every single one of you guys that stick to it. Stick to my videos, and I hope you're grinding out there yourself. But anyways, guys, have a good one. I'll see y'all next time.